Hello coders, in this video we are going to discuss abstract factory design pattern. We had a discussion about factory design pattern, which is one of the creational design pattern, and in this video we are going to discuss abstract factory design pattern. We have a prefix over here as abstract. So abstract means something which is not concrete. Means in the language of Java we can get it by using abstract class or an interface. So in case of abstract design pattern, the client is going to be completely ignorant about the object which it is going to get. So as the definition I have written over here, the abstract design pattern provides an interface for creating families of related or dependent objects without specifying their concrete classes. In case of only factory design pattern, if you look at, we are using a concrete class directly to get the object of class which implements factory design pattern. But here we are going to use an interface for getting the object of a class which will be used by the client. In factory design pattern, the factory is a concrete class without having any parent of it. Means in the last video which we have discussed a factory design pattern, there we don't have any parent of the factory which had to inherit it. So the video will I'll keep it in the description box, you can refer it also. First you can go through it, then you can come back over here, that will be better. And as well as it has some feature like abstract factory is a factory of factories. Means we may go for creating different families of classes which will be created by the abstract factory design pattern. Means the object of those families can be initialized, or you can say the object of those classes can be created by using abstract factory design pattern. So for that, already if you remember the factory design pattern only, it's not abstract factory design pattern, it's only factory design pattern. We have a family of four-wheeler which has some subclasses or concrete classes, you can say. It might be a car, it might be SUV, it might be MUV, all this thing. Then we have a client as the buyer and a concrete class which is a factory class that is responsible for creating the object of four-wheeler. So here the four-wheeler factory is not inherited from any other class. That is the main difference between factory design pattern and abstract factory design pattern. The four-wheeler factory here, from where the object is getting created, that contains the logic of four-wheeler creation, but it doesn't have any super interface or super class of it. It's a direct concrete class. It receives the parameters from the client or the buyer and provides the object of respective four-wheeler class, means four-wheeler type of class. In fact, it might be car, it might be SUV, it might be MUV, that depends upon the logic which is going to be implemented with the help of the factory class in factory design pattern. This is what is the factory design pattern I am talking about, which we have already discussed in one video. that I will keep in the description box as I said. Let us come to the abstract factory design pattern. In abstract factory design pattern, all these are going to be same, means the one family of four wheeler is there, which is having car, SUV, MUV as the concrete classes, which the client may wants to use or may wants to instantiate. So for it, we will have an extra layer over here, that is going to be an interface or an abstract class. In Java there is a facility of abstract class, or we can go for using interface. So we will have an abstract class or interface which will be having the method, that is what get four wheeler means. As you know, in an abstract method, or it may be a method inside an interface that cannot contain the method body, only the method declaration will be there. So here the method declaration is going to be get four wheeler, which will return the object of four wheeler. Which four wheeler, that is not defined over here because it is abstract. Then we may have a car factory, or we may have the car factory which will be derived from or inherited from abstract four wheeler factory. That is going to be a concrete class which will provide the logic inside the method which is inherited or overridden from the abstract four wheeler factory. And same way we can have SUV factory also, that is going to be another class which is going to create the object of four wheeler. So based upon the input provided by the user, that is going to be created. Means if the client is going to be a buyer, that is going to provide the input as number of doors, price. Based upon that, the four wheeler factory, which is a concrete class, which is a kind of a helper class, that is going to create the object of required four wheeler based upon the data pass provided to this four wheeler factory in fact. And the abstract four wheeler factory contains the get four wheeler method. That get four wheeler method is going to be available over this four wheeler factory class, that is going to be invoked by the buyer, and finally it will get the required four wheeler based upon the parameter or the data provided to the four wheeler factory, which is a helper class. That is going to be a concrete class. If you look at some more in-depth example of abstract factory design, so the same logic I have implemented over here, but there are two families. One is a four wheeler, another is insurance. Means when a buyer or a client wants to go for a four wheeler, the client may want or may have to get the insurance also. In that case, the abstract design pattern will have multiple methods for creating instances of different families of classes. Either it can be four wheeler family or it can be insurance family. So the client, whichever is going to be there, suppose it is going to be a buyer, the buyer needs to get a four wheeler by providing the parameter to it, what is going to be the number of doors, or maybe what is going to be the other parameters. And for the same thing is going to be for the insurance, it is going to provide some information like what is going to be the insurance budget. So based upon that, the four wheeler class object or the insurance class object is going to be available to the buyer. So buyer is completely blindfolded regarding the object of four wheeler which it is going to get, or regarding the object of insurance it is going to get. So that is what it is going to be, an abstract layer we are going to introduce in the factory design pattern, that is called as abstract factory design pattern. Let us go to a piece of code where we will implement it. Let us go to STS. In STS, here you can see I have a buyer class. This buyer class, directly I am starting from the reverse engineering process, you can say. I am going for creating object of four-wheeler. I don't know, it is going to be SUV or it is going to be MUV, it is going to be car or sedan or whatever subclass is going to be there, that is not clear over here, or that is not known to the client or to the buyer. Based upon the data which is provided, suppose it is going to provide an object of car factory and the number of doors which is going to be accepted from the keyboard by using this scanner class object. So when we will run it, if we run it, so here in the console window it is asking for number of doors, it is waiting for, suppose I will put input as 4, so it is giving us the object of sedan. So sedan is a class we have created, and that object is going to be available whenever we will go for calling the factory method, that is what, get four-wheeler. If we will run it again and provide different argument or different data, suppose I will say more than 4, suppose it is going to be 5, then we are getting the object of SUV. So it is same kind of output we are getting as of only factory design pattern, but here the four-wheeler factory is not going to contain the logic. It is a concrete class, the four-wheeler factory which you have defined. This does not contain the logic. You can see which object is going to be available to the user of this four-wheeler factory object. It is not clear over here. The creation logic is not here. It is going to accept an object of abstract four-wheeler factory. I have named it as Toyota, but it is a reference of abstract four-wheeler factory. So based upon the data provided through this abstract four-wheeler factory, I am going to call this create four-wheeler, which is there inside the abstract four-wheeler factory interface. This is going to return the four-wheeler type of reference. Four-wheeler is again an interface. So four-wheeler is an interface which has been inherited by SUV and sedan, as I have shown in the presentation. So here is a SUV which implements four-wheeler. It has a constructor which has gone for initializing a variable as a doers. Here it has a method which has been overridden from its super interface, that is what is a feature, is going to print a line or piece of text as SUV gives off-road driving, that's all. And in sedan, which is another subclass of four-wheeler, this is also going to have this same member variable, that is what doers, that's going to be initialized with this help of constructor, and it also overrides the feature method that is going to print sedan is for comfort. So these are the two classes of four-wheeler interface, SUV and sedan. And this abstract four-wheeler factory, this is the main thing. This is the main interface which is behind this abstract factory design. So abstract factory design pattern is dependent completely upon this abstract four-wheeler factory which we have created in this project. Here it is responsible for returning the object of four-wheeler. As I said, it is one of the creational design pattern. So what it is going to create? It is going to create object of four-wheeler. That's all. How it is going to be created? That is going to be decided by its subclass of abstract four-wheeler factory. I have a subclass as car factory. So car factory has all this logic. It also has a constructor and similar kind of variable like the SUV or sedan, and here we have this create four-wheeler method implemented with the logic, with the business logic, you can say. So here is the business logic we have implemented, means which class is going to be initialized, that is going to be dependent upon this logic. It is going to create the object of sedan if the door number is less than equals to 4. I have named the sedan as Camry, or it is going to create a SUV as Fortuner is another object if the number of doors is not less than equals to 4. So ultimately the buyer is either going to get the object of sedan or object of SUV based upon the input provided through this number of doors to this car factory class. So this is what is one family I have implemented. I could have gone for using insurance also, but I don't want to make it more complex. So I want to make it as simple as possible. So by using one family of class, I have gone for implementing abstract factory design pattern. The entire project is going to be available in the description box with the link of one of my site. I will put this project in the site, the zip file you can download, you can use it, or you can enhance this insurance part which I said, so that you will get better understanding regarding this abstract factory design. So this is what regarding this abstract factory design and factory design. We will implement it in Spring Boot in the future video. So thanks for watching.